Hey guys, what's up? It's Kalen. I always hate it when people make apology videos, etc. So, I'm just gonna come right out and I quit for like 3 months, I guess, and I played a private server called RuneCore, and it's a hybriding server. It's pretty small. It's only got a couple hundred people that play it. But I don't really know what kind of videos I'm gonna be making because of the EOC, obviously. But I know I do have a couple lure guides I can put out, and this is gonna be one of them. So might as well get started. All right. So this lure is called the Peach Lure, and it's named after I'm a Peach. So I really hate it when a video maker doesn't tell you what the point of the lure is and the goal is, and the general idea. They always build up the suspense, and then at the end they're like, "Zinger, gotcha!" And then it's like the big trick. And meanwhile, you've been kind of like confused and whatever. So I just like to come out and say it. So the point of this lure is to trick a person into joining the wrong friends chat, and they think they're joining one friends chat, and they're accidentally joining another one, and yeah, then you can guess what happens. So this lure, now you get the idea. Now I'm just gonna, obviously go into the details. Now that you know what's going on, it's easier to understand. Prior to the EOC, you needed roughly 2 to 3 people with 5 to 6 accounts. Prior EOC, I can honestly not tell you. I've not tried the lure, but I'm guessing it's gonna be about 3 or 4 people all multi-logged. So depending if some of your team has like bad computer or whatever, you could have up to 5 to 6 people. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain this like it was prior EOC because I don't know. I honestly have not tried it since the EOC has come out. So prior EOC, you would have a little no combat account, either 3 through 10 combat. That was the highest you'd go, is roughly 10 combat. And you'd have a rare on that account. And say you had like a purple party hat, you'd get like all purple robes, and you'd get a little outfit going. Next, prior EOC, you would have 3 to 4 claws, depending on their levels and their gear. Obviously, you'd want to be as max strength as possible. Now, obviously, that doesn't apply, and all you have is your weapons and some critical something, something. And prior EOC, you'd also have 1 spearer. Now you might have, say, 2 kickers. Alright, so the last account, the only thing that matters is the name. So you're going to want to have membership so you can change it, obviously. But now, usually people have like a pure or some low-level account or something, account that cannot be used for the lure. It's, doesn't have good stats or whatever, so you're just going to use that, and we're going to call this account Bob. And we're going to call the first account with the rare, we're going to call him Fred, so we don't get confused. So Bob and Fred need to match their names so that people get them confused. So tricks you can use is capital O and 0, or capital I and lowercase l. There's tons of things you can do. Be creative with it. It's just a couple examples. But now you want people to join Bob's friends chat. So instead of Fred's, not the level 3 Fred. So what you're going to do, you're going to make the level 3 Fred's name with a capital O or a lowercase I, so that when they go to type, they're going to type the I instead of the lowercase l, and they're going to join Bob's friends chat. Or they'll type the 0 instead of the capital O. Either way. Now this part isn't pertinent or extremely, game changing, but it's very useful to disable Fred's friends chat, the level 3, so that even if they do type it correctly, even if they have a hunch and they're like, let me try this, it'll say it doesn't exist. And so they'll be like, okay, guess I'll, join the other one. So that's a really useful tip too. Alright, so the next requirement is going to be for any of the killers, whether it be clawers, spears, or kickers, anything. You're going to need golf clap. It costs 750 loyalty points, and it's an absolute necessity. You cannot do the lure without it. Alright, so let's get on with the script. So the one and pretty much only talker is going to be the level 3 with the rare and the outfit. So what you're going to do, you're going to either go to Clan Wars. Now in EOC, Clan Wars isn't so populated, so you're probably going to want to go to the Grand Exchange. So now you're going to look for anyone that looks rich, that might have a rich friend. The thing is, you're not going to lure the initial guy. You're going to lure his friend. So it's really left up to luck, because he's just going to, private message some random friend. So you're just gonna, basically pick some guy at random. You're looking for someone who looks like a lure, um, but anyone will do basically. So you just go up, be like, hey, what's up? Add me, and as soon as they add you, go right ahead and just cut right to the chase. Be like, hey man, you got anyone we could lure? Do you have any? And immediately pose the option of, do you have any friends you want to backstab? Because then that gets the word friends in their head, and then as soon as they think friend, they'll be like, oh wait, I've got this rich friend that I can say I'm luring, but obviously I'm not gonna, BS my rich friend. So I'll just tell this level 3 that we're luring him, and then I'll kill the level 3 instantly instead. Now, this is where money makes money. So the more money you have, the more money you can make them get. So if you have a party hat and they come back with a guy with a mask, you can be like, hey man, I don't trust you. You're going to kill me because I have a party hat instead. We just met, whatever. Whereas if you have a mask and he comes back with a guy with a mask, you can't really say anything. So if you have a party hat, you're probably going to get party hats or neck sets, divines, whatever. All that stuff's crashed now, but you know what I mean. So money makes money is what I'm trying to say. So it really pays off if you have a clan to pool, everyone throws in 50 mil or whatever, and, get yourself one bigger item, because money really does make money. Okay, so once they say, oh yeah, let me go find someone, or yeah, I think I have a friend we can lure, they'll be back within probably like 2 minutes, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I found someone. Completely talked him through the whole lure, he's coming along in 2 minutes. It'll be completely unrealistic, but just don't complain, obviously. It's actually, what's even more frustrating is when they actually do go and look for someone to actually lure, and they'll be gone for like half an hour, and you're just like sitting there and you're like, well, should I go get someone else, or what's the deal? So yeah, they'll be back within a couple minutes probably, if they're going to get someone. And if they're not back within like 5-10 minutes, or they're not giving you a reason like, oh, I have a friend with a party hat that's going to be back in half an hour, then just move on. Do not waste your time. Now, once they are ready and they do have someone, tell them, everyone go to Clan Wars. So all 3 of you get to Clan Wars. Your team is nowhere in sight. Maybe they'll be fighting in the white portal, but if it's an empty world, then no. Just no. Different world, logged out in the lobby. Now, this is really important, and your clan has to get into the purple portal before, not even before, while everyone is at Clan Wars, the 2 people, the guy you talk to and his friend, while they're both standing there, you guys have to get from this NPC called Kaladin into the purple portal without them seeing, or they will go and watch, they'll say, watch a friend's battle, or whatever, war, and they'll see what's going on. This is where you need Golf Clap. Golf Clap is like Vengeance. It delays your pixel, so you click it, you click walk, and you don't walk there. Your actual pixel does not walk there, that is visible until, after the mode is done. However, you click something, in the system, your character runs over and, does whatever you clicked it to do, but no one else can see it until the emote is done. So at this point, once everyone's there, everyone logs in under Kaladin, and now the friends chat that all the clawers are joining, or all the killers, whatever they'll be, is, and the useless account, Bob, he's hiding in fog this whole time. Both of them, and the lead clawer, and they both come out and they stand in these 2 exact spots right here. And these are the farthest away that you can stand but still challenge. And so you want to drag the other people farther into Clan Wars so they cannot see you challenging, because if they see the similar name, they're going to know what's up, they're going to figure it out. So once the lead clawer and Bob have started a war against each other, the rest of the killers can then log in under Kaladin, because Kaladin you cannot see. If you right click, you can see the names, but it's like a marker plant basically, except he's always there, and it's not as sketchy as a marker plant, because if they walk in, there's a marker plant, they're going to right click. So you all log in under Kaladin and immediately press Golf Clap and immediately press the purple portal, and you might want to practice a couple times just to know where the fight button is going to be. But yeah, just get right in there and get up the line, and once the 2 minutes is down, line up at the other portal and get ready to kill. So now at this point, Bob's friends chat should be on friends only, so that if the guy's friend, the guy who's actually going to die, tries to join it, it'll say you do not have enough rank to join. So then the guy you initially talked to is going to PM Fred, and he's going to be like, yo, he can't join or whatever. He says he can't join. You're going to be like, okay, yeah, okay, I just changed it to on, or I just added him, whatever it is, so he can join. Let's start the war now. So now when you make the rules, you make them pretty much exactly like this. You can turn off range if you want, but it's really up to you. Just make sure you have prayer and food off. That's pretty much the main thing. And turrets, I've just used to turrets, and obviously dropped items. So you're going to match the rules. You're going to make sure Fred does the rules on, don't let the random guy that you talk to do the rules. Fred does the rules, and make sure they match the rules exactly to what Bob and the lead claw made in their war, so that if the guy who's being lured goes up and he sees something is different and he's like, yo, I thought you had this on or off, and the guy's like, I did turn that on or off the other way, and he's like, wait, I'm looking at a different war here, so you want to make sure that matches what I have on screen here, both wars. So then once Fred and the lurer, so-called, the killer, the supposed killer on the normal purple lure, are in a war, you want his friend to join the friends chat, and now Bob needs to be focused on his screen. He needs to be watching so he can immediately yell or type. If you're not on Skype, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You need to be on Skype or something with your clan. There's too much communication. So as soon as he joins the friends chat, he yells, he's like, in friends chat, blah blah blah, and the whole team gets ready and gets ready for him to join so they can kill. Now this last thing, this pretty much wraps up the lure, but if you got a decent team and you're doing lures, you probably want one of these, scout, and someone you just sit at the bank and just fletch, or you can look AFK, just look completely inconspicuous and unconnected to what's going on. But it's just so you can watch after Fred and the supposed killer go in. No one's out there. No one can see what the actual guy with the stuff is doing. So it helps to have a scout to see if he's banking or not, because then if he is banking, then you can tell that to Fred, and he can come out and be like, yo, what's up? Why are you banking? Let's go in. Come on. Additionally, you can also just come out with Fred and just stand there and wait and watch him go in, and you can talk to him being like, yo, let's go do the video or whatever, pretend to be a really bad lure, because the other two people think they're luring you. So that pretty much wraps up this lure guide. This one is pretty complex. If you have any questions, if I forgot anything, or if you know a better way, just leave it in the comments. I'm going to start replying to comments. Jesus Christ. I feel really bad, actually, for leaving the channel go, but yeah, I'm sorry. I do have one more lure guide I know I want to put out, and it's not quite as complex as this one. But it's pretty interesting. It's a fun idea, and all these concepts can be applied to different places and stuff like that. So, yeah. As for the new name goes, I'll Pichu, that is my new name. I'm gonna leave that for a long time at least. That's my name I had in RuneCore, and I just kind of like it. And Kalen Bear was just kind of a random mass name that I liked because it had my name in it. But yeah, that's about it. So also, I did get a new mic, if you can't tell. I have the Blue Yeti, and I also got some new Beats, which I'm pretty excited about. So I got Beats Executive, and those are pretty sexy. But yeah, that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed. Go get some lures, and peace out.